Good evening, everyone. Luke here, along with Jack, and we're here for the May podcast. Wow, May podcast. How many video podcasts have we done now, Jack? Is this our third one, I think, right?
No, this is our fourth one, I think.
Oh,
Fourth or fifth.
man.
March was our third one.
Yeah, that's right. You are right. So this is our fourth, or the fifth one. Yeah. So, wow. Awesome.
See, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, it is. And this is fun.
Yeah.
We're definitely not doing it for a living.
Yeah, I'm having fun. You're doing all the work. I'm having a great time.
Well, that's okay. Okay, so we got some really neat items here to talk about this time. And first up is your museum display for this month.
Yeah, the Jetpack display wasn't what I wanted to do, but it turned out pretty good. Turned out pretty cool. I started collecting things. I've got, I don't know, I think an even half dozen different jetpacks up there for people to look at, and several viewers full of pictures, both RL and Second Life. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. So the real jetpack, has always been kind of it's a reality, but it's also kind of a fantasy that that by the year 2020, everybody be flying around with their own personal jetpacks, which probably never happened.
I'm beginning to think is probably a good thing that did not happen.
Yeah, that would be. There's a comedian who passed away a couple years ago. He was a really funny guy. He did songs named Tim Wilson. And I think he was a lot around here in the Midwest. And he was on the Bob and Tom radio show a lot. But he has a song here called Jetpack. And he sings, Where the Bleep Is My Jetpack?
Yeah.
So,
Yep. That was basically the subject of that book that I talked about up in the display up there on the exhibit. It's called Jetpack Dreams.
Right.
And that was it wasn't a very popular book, but I thought it was pretty good. He detailed some things that I didn't even know about, but they were cool. I mean, James Bond went flying around in one,
Yep. Yeah.
And,
well, they're pretty cool, but if they quit when you're up in the air, it's not too good.
That's right. I mean, you got hydrogen peroxide as a fuel, along with a few other exotic elements, and they never got more than 10 minutes out of one of those things. Now, the really cool one is the Martlet Jet Pack, and there's a lot about it in the viewer up there, and that thing will fly for 30 minutes.
That's pretty
good. But it's not really a jet; it's a turbofan.
Ah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an entirely different situation. But right. It's very cool looking.
And so did that actually worked?
Yeah, they work very well. And you can buy one if you got some real deep pockets. Martin Aviation.
I don't think I would be brave enough to fly one. I don't know.
Well, you can fly something like that in Second Life. The Rubber Bunny blimp gal has built the Hiller platform that the Navy used for.
Oh yeah, that is really cool. I like that. I don't have that. I got to get that.
Yeah, it's not that expensive. It's
right.
It's up there, but
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I've got Cubiterra's jetpack too. So.
Yeah, I've got both of his, and I love them. I wish he'd make those available again, but he doesn't want to do it. I don't know why. Those are excellent. Those are the two best I've ever flown.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. Okay, what else we got, Jack?
Well, let's see. What are we going to do? Well, one of the things I wanted to kind of put out there, just a little tidbit, is that next month going to be the exhibit at the museum is going to be on Second Life's Only Monster.
Okay, yeah.
The only I know about anyway. I mean, I haven't met any other monsters except this one, and I met this one quite intimately. And we're talking about the air kraken.
Okay, awesome. And you have a book about that.
Yeah, we wrote the story. We got to figure out a way to get that so people can get it. You know, I mean, an easy way for them to get it. Can't do it through Second Life. It's a PDF file, and they don't handle that.
Yeah, I have to figure out how to do. There ought to be a way that you can distribute that here. And
there must be. I'll
yeah.
You know, somehow Peckable did it on her website every time and we serialized it, a chapter a month.
Uh-huh.
And then maybe I can talk her into putting it up there entire, whole.
Mm-hmm.
It's up there whole, but I've done a rewrite on it since then.
There's yeah, I mean it's 90 pages long, isn't it? About 90 pages long.
It's more than that. It's like 120. I think.
Is it that long? Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a great read. I mean, and it's one of those things I started reading, I couldn't stop. You know, this is really good.
It was fun.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I was writing it as well. I was burning the midnight oil because I just didn't want to quit writing the story.
So, I mean, you did a really great job of capturing the, steampunk theme in there and making it.
Yeah, it's pretty good in that regard, and it's also a very good set of visuals in Second Life.
Yep.
You know, the only way you could do it better is with like you do with movies.
Yeah. Yeah, if we talked about doing that, that's be a tremendous amount of work. But you know, I guess if we did a chapter a month, you know, like you did there, we might be able to pull it off. The biggest challenge is finding the voice actors for it. So
that's very true. Yeah. Which reminds me, have you seen any of the Star Trek fan films?
No, I haven't.
I'll send you some links. They're really cheesy, but these people do pretty amazing stuff in their computers and in their houses. You know, I mean,
really?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
So,
but speaking of things about space, you and I just took a ride in space not too long ago. Visitor's Guide.